But, when did your music career really start? I mean, when did you feel like this is when I'm like a full-time career musician? When did you start producing albums?
You know, till I joined the Gary McFarland group, I was a very much straight ahead bebop, bebop, hard bebop. But Gary hit the album called Soft Samba, and he performed Brazilian taste music. The beginning of the tour,
Bossa Nova.
Yeah, beginning of the tour, I felt it's really down music. You know?
Why?
Because it's not hard, you know. But after a while, every music has a very melodic line, and also Gary's musicianship and his person. I love him. We went to very tight friends. In San Francisco, I met Sergio Mendes, his group called Brazil 65, and we work at another Basin Street West, just the street other side. So we back and forth between the intermission, and I listened to Brazilian real music. That kind of experience made me interested beside bebop.
You feel that your musical taste also changed and developed.
Yeah.
And then you went back to Japan because you were homesick.
Yeah.
What did you bring to Japan, and did you put together a group then?
No.
Performing?
No, I just back when I back home. Many young musicians came up to me what I learned at the Berkeley School, jazz theory, because still same like when I left Japan. So started end of '65. The first 15 of musicians came to my house, and I started take a lesson.
They started teaching them?
Yeah, start teaching. But after a while, more musicians come, like 20s, 40s, 50s, 80s. So every week, maybe at least 3-4 times, I bought a blackboard in my house. And,
so you became a teacher?
Yeah. Then it was so full in my house, so then I rent a studio in Yamaha had a studio, and then I started every week, once over the week. I had to start teaching jazz. About 80, 100 people, musicians, every week.
So basically, you had a school.
Yeah, because I couldn't work just myself, so I asked a couple of my friends, musicians, to help, and I started like a big band, a workshop, and a theory. I teach almost 7 years. Then I got tired of teaching, so I stopped.
You stopped teaching?
Yeah.
But then when did you
I gotta learn myself, you know.
But somebody has to teach you as well. So. But so when did you start making, albums and becoming, really sort of the professional jazz musicians? Tell me about the albums that you produced.
My first, my own album was before going to States. 1961, I had a chance to make my first album. Then after back from States, so many record company asked me to make album. So like I remember 67, I made 9 albums in a year.
9? Very productive.
Yeah, that time it was very easy to make album because just gather the musician in the studio, you know.
Japan is the largest music market in the world, only second to the United States, with most of its market dominated by Japanese artists. Japanese popular music is known as J-pop, an abbreviation for Japanese pop. Other terms such as J-rock, J-metal, J-rap, J-ska are also becoming popular, bringing a particular Japanese identity to these types of music. These days, Japanese pop artists like Mr. Children, Ayumi Hamasaki, Southern All-Stars, Dreams Come True and Hikaru Utada are extremely popular, not only in Japan and Asia, but also in the Western countries, influencing not only music, but also the fashion industry. At the same time, the Japanese jazz also has become growingly popular between the young Japanese. Jazz has always had a strong presence in Japan since the 1930s, and the country is an important market for the music. A number of Japanese jazz musicians have achieved popularity abroad as well as at home, such as Jun, Dan, and Sadao Watanabe.
But you started a craze in Japan for bossa nova, I read. So how did you enjoy sort of starting?
When I back home, I started working at a jazz club, and at that time, audience, I think they think listening to jazz must be quiet and
serious.
Yeah, concentrate, and everybody listen like that. So it's really different from States audience. Mm-hmm. So I wanted them to let them go home with a happy face. Then what I did, worked with Gary. I played popular music, mm-hmm. right? So end of the set and between the set, I started playing bossa nova and like funk music, kind of, you know. The end of the stage starts just to let musicians play percussion, samba rhythm or something like that.
And the audience loved it?
Yeah, after a while. It took a few years. Yeah.
And then how did you develop your own music yourself? Like you were busy teaching people your music.
I told you I'm tired of teaching, but and 72, I had chance to go to Kenya.
In Africa?
Yeah. And one day I performed at the radio station with the local band, and there was a tenor player. He played, he had an awful saxophone, and the way he plays, it's like awful playing, you know, like animal screaming, something like that. But when I saw his face, he was very happy face. He enjoying playing, you know.
Even though the sound is not.
He playing nothing, but when I saw what he playing, I felt I had a big lesson from him. And
what was the lesson you felt?
I should play like him.
Like from the heart.
Yeah, feel, you know.
Honest.
Yeah. So it's very simple, but the message is very strong.
And do you still play from the heart now? You feel? Or?
I think so.